Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome back to Direwolf20's Let's Play. This is episode 46, Countdown to the End. Once again, in case you guys didn't notice it in episode 45, I mentioned that I'm going to be ending the series at episode 50, which I'm sure is not the best news. I mean, I was kind of bummed out that I didn't get to go as far as I wanted, but so many cool mods and so many additions were added in 1.1 that I really need to upgrade, so I'm going to be starting a brand new Let's Play series at the very end of this one. And it'll be Season 3, where I'll be using 1.1 of Minecraft and all the new mods. And a couple people posted saying, you know, don't go yet, you could wait for 1.2. And I said, well, I'm not upgrading because of 1.1 or 1.2. I'm upgrading mostly just because all the mods have changed. And I'm sure when 1.2 comes out, a lot of them will probably be mostly compatibility patches or whatever, so I should be able to switch over. Now in today's episode, I want to finish up the room that I started building last time, and there's a little Optifine bug for you. So without further ado, why don't I get started building up that Volcano fortress. Alright, so let's see what I need to build here. If I open up NEI, I can go digging through here. I want, is it this guy? Yeah, that's the guy I want. The MFFS tube projector. So I'm going to need 1 electrolyzed water, 2 circuits, and 2 of those guys. Okay, cool. So let's grab our requester tool. Going to need 4 circuits. Okay, also going to need a pair of these. Probably a 3 diamonds or so. And I'll need 1 copper cable. And I'll wait over here and grab my electrolyzed water cell. There's my frequency transmitter, electrolyzed water, and let's go compress our mixed metal ingots. There we go, the tube projector. This guy, unlike some of the other force fields I've shown so far, pretty much projects a tube. Hence the name. You guys will see how it works in a moment. Now, I'm also going to build myself an upgrade to this guy, the underwater upgrade. So I just need an empty bucket and 4 of those mixed metal ingots. Perfect. That should be nice and easy to make. Any empty buckets in here? Yeah, I do. Awesome. Man, my alchemy bag's getting full. I should clean it out eventually, I think. Alright, now as soon as my mixed metal ingots come out, I will be able to build my underwater upgrade, which is going to help a lot with what I need to do. While I'm waiting for those, why don't I just grab myself a couple other little toys. I'm going to need a little bit more of you. And, yeah, some of this stuff. That's probably a good idea. And there's my mixed metal ingots. Okay. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Next up, I'm going to build, well, not those yet. Let's go like this. One of these here. And I'm building some wireless redstone. There we go. Receiver and transmitter. Hopefully that's all I need. But we'll find out soon enough, won't we? And it's dark out. Oh boy. I think my force field's still on from a minute ago, and it is. Nice. Now, I wanted to place my MFFS projector right about here. Right? So, this guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks above the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. That's pretty much where I want to see my projector hanging out. Now I might want to build this 1 step deeper into the wall. Something like that. There we go. And I'm also going to throw in this upgrade guy here, right next to it. And he's got the green light, indicating everything is good. Awesome. So, now I need to go get one of those frequency cards. So let's go request one. I'm going to have to jump underwater for a moment, but how do I make that frequency card again? Oh yeah, electronic circuit surrounded by paper. Nice. Requester tool. Get me an electronic circuit, please. And I should have some sugarcane in here. Yeah, let's get about 9 of those guys. Missing 3 rubber. Oh, brother. Well, it would appear that I'm going to have to do something about that missing rubber. So maybe I'll do that off camera real quick. Just get myself some rubber. I will be back. Alright guys, so I just took care of my rubber situation a little bit. And I had some of those electronic circuits hanging out in my supplier chest. So I just snagged one of those. And I'll take this paper here, put it all around and get myself a blank frequency card. Deposit this junk, don't need him anymore. And I don't need this junk either. Nice having that little chest. Ender chest mod, lots of wind. Alright, let's run downstairs and connect the frequency card that I have, that I just crafted, over here to this guy. So I'll place this guy and encode him. Very cool. I do like that frequency card system, by the way. I think that's a neat idea. And now I can run right over here and connect this thingy with the frequency card. Perfect. Everything connects up properly. Now I can place my wireless receiver. And let's see. I don't think I've used wireless receiving frequency number 6? 5? I don't think I've used 5. But I'm going to bump it up to 6 just to be short. So let's go ahead and make that guy number 6. Cool. Now I want the orientation, instead of being center, being front. So if it was center, it would project a tube both forwards and backwards, but with front, it's only going to project it forwards. Radius, I'm going to bump up to, well, let's keep it at 2 and see what it looks like for now. And I'm also going to bring the length up to, I don't know, 7. So let's see. I'm going to go get frequency 6 hooked up. And as a temporary solution, this is not the permanent way that this is going to work, but wireless transmitter. Frequency 6. And a lever. There we go. So not quite what I was looking for. Let's turn this guy off and bump this up just a bit. Radius 3. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's looking to be about what I was hoping for. So we've got room 1 block thick on every side of this thing, right? Awesome. Now I just need to bump it up about 4 or 5 more blocks. So let's do that real fast. Let's go about length 11. And I'm going to clear out these torches now and stuff because I don't need them anymore. So the torches represented what the edges of the force field would be, were the redstone torches, and the interior of the force field were the normal torches. That's what that system is all about. How am I doing? Hey, that looks like perfect, if I do say so myself. Awesome. And you'll note that I used the underwater upgrade here, right? And believe me, there's a reason. So let's do this. I'm going to flip this guy off. And now what I'm going to do is grab my Vulcanite amulet. This is going to be cool, I think. And let's also grab my Swift Wolf's while I'm in here, because flying would be helpful at this point. And this is just going to take me a minute or two. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. And now's my opportunity to go swimming through lava. I'm just making sure that everything is filled in, and hopefully I can find my way out of this place now. Yeah, this is not going to be easy. Where am I? I found a wall. What I'm probably going to do at this point, guys, because this is probably not good YouTubing, is find my way out of this massive maze of lava that I just made for myself, and I will be back. Hey, there we go. I made my way out. Awesome. Now, if everything's set up properly, I should be able to flip this lever, and boom. Force field. Now, I probably want to have... Yeah, see, I don't like how that lava's sitting down there. I want that to be a little bit more flat and viewable. So I might need to do something like to fix that. Probably I can't adjust this guy while he's on, so let's do something real fast here. Yep, I'm going to just adjust this system a little bit because I want to try and get some lava on the floor of this room. So just to give you guys an update, I wanted to try and get a nice solid lava floor here first, and I probably should have built the floor before I built the lava on the roof. So I cleared all the lava off the roof there. Now I'm building it into the floor, like so. You can see I'm just kind of clicking around with my Volcanite amulet. And I do have this time my Klein Star and my hotbar, and the Volcanite amulet is being powered by the Klein Star. So hey, that looks pretty good. Let's just try and get this as a nice solid, there we go, nice, really nice. Klein Star definitely helps when doing this kind of work because it essentially means that you can click this button pretty much infinitely. I just drained about half my Klein Star to build this lake, but no biggie. Next up, I'm probably going to want to try turning this force field on. And you can see what I've been doing here is just adjusting the frequency of the receiver and keeping 6 powered up. So now that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. And what I might do, just to make it even easier on myself, is get up here into the ceiling real fast and just kind of walk around upstairs and get this lava flow going like this. So where's my mining laser? I should have one in here somewhere. There he is. Thank you, sir. So much better. Alright. So I'm going to just start placing some lava around up here on the ceiling, and I'll be back. Alright, just cleared up a little bit of space up here, and now what I'm doing is just placing lava on top of my force field, and that should make a pretty solid lava lake. And I ran that bar of cobblestone down the middle there, and I'm basically going to treat this as 2 separate halves of the room. So I'll get this half of the room done first, and then move on to the next half. And of course the Vulcanite amulet protecting me from getting burned at this point is a really helpful thing. So there we go. And let me just seal up this wall real fast. A little too much fun with the mining laser. There we go. And sorry for the massive flames all over my screen, but yeah, that's looking pretty solid. Now I'm going to go do the same thing on this side of the room, and I will be back. Okay, finishing touches going on here. Just clicking my way through. Boom. Looking good. Yep, definitely liking the look of this. Need a little bit of touch up here, it looks like maybe. Not there. There we go. Looking good. I don't think I missed any spots. So we should have a pretty solid looking lava lake on the roof and the floor of our house. Yeah, look at that. Nice and solid. Now to get the middle line going down. And I'm just going to replace this stuff with lava. And again, I'll be back once I'm all done. Alright, all finished up there. Just going to put the ceiling on the roof. Looking good. And seal up this route, which I wound up eventually digging my way out of that room at one point. And let's go check it out. Sweet. That looks nice. And, not bad, though I might want to fix that little bit there, just for aesthetic purposes. Make these guys smooth, like that. And there's one more right there to get. There we go. Much nicer. Yeah, I might need to dig underneath. Let me fix those little bits of dirt showing underneath. Alright, not a bad looking room. And as soon as I turn the force field off, it's going to all come falling down. So, normally this room will just be a giant sheet of lava. And when the force field is activated, boom, it clears it out. Now I'm going to clear out this wall as well and make this all smooth. You know, nice and basalt or basalt or whatever it is that I always pronounce wrong. But the upgrade on this thing, the underwater upgrade, is what immediately removes all lava from the center of the force field area. So without that underwater upgrade, it would put force fields around, but it wouldn't remove the lava from the center. It would eventually, you know, if it was water, it would eventually clear out because of the way water physics works, but lava physics are a little bit different. So there you go. That's the gist. So I think that came out pretty nice. I like the looks of that. Let's maybe turn this guy off real quick. And replace this stuff. There we go. Making out pretty well. Yeah, I gotta get the floor too. Darn. I'll come back after I've cleaned up this wall as well. You guys don't want to see me just fixing up little tidy things. Alright, looks like this is just pretty much time for finishing touches. So, I can cover this stuff up now. Nice. Now, if I drill right through here, I should be able to make it through alright. Yeah, that's pretty good. So if I do want this room to lead somewhere, which I probably should, right? You would think. That's how it's going to have to work. Nice. I like it. I think it came out pretty well. For now, I'm going to flip the power off. Now, my only question here is how to activate this room. I don't want to just have it be like a simple lever. I want to have something like cool and complicated to get into this room. I want to have some kind of like key system or some kind of combination lock or a sequence. So I'm going to think about how I want to build that, and I'll be back. Alright, just came back to my base, recharged up my client star a little bit. Checking on my condensers. Realized this condenser was running out of matter to condense, so went ahead and added some cobblestone in there to start upgrading it to iron and then all the way up to dark matter. So that'll be a good time. Let's see, what else do we got? I want to get that volcano base system in place, and I wanted to, like I said, have some kind of keycard system in there. So let's first off head out and clear out a room, which will be kind of my access point, like the room that I need to go in to open up the volcano base. So I'm thinking that should be a room right here, why not? Nice. And there'll be a control system in here that'll wind up activating this. So a certain sequence of events, still haven't entirely figured out what I want those sequence of events to be, will turn on this force field projector thingy and allow me access to that following room. And I'll also be honest and say I don't exactly know what that room is going to be. I don't have any idea just yet what I'm going to build inside that room. So just clearing out this little spot, won't be missing much. And I'll be back in a minute. Alright, all done with this little room here, so just, you know, dug it out. Not sure if this is the size I need or not. And come to think of it, a couple people mentioned I should maybe do a little contrast between the floor and what I've got. So let's grab some marble bricks here, like that, and clear out this floor and see how it looks as a marble brick situation. See, that kind of looks nice. I might stick with that for this room. I don't know if I'm going to change the whole area, but this room at least. Might want to stick with that. So, this is one of the things I like most about this destruction catalyst. Not even the ability that you can go mining like crazy with it, but that you can use it the way I'm using it right now to just clear out a nice 3x3 area. And yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I get for chit-chatting while I'm trying to work. But yeah, I like the ability to just, like, you know, clear out a floor and, or like, you know, just clear out a little section of wall real fast. I think that's just a great idea. So, that's just one of the things I like to use the toy for. Yeah, that looks solid. Look at that room. Not bad. Next up in this room, I'm going to implement some nice little red power lights. So just going to pop some guys into the ceiling here. Am I doing this properly? Of course not. Didn't feel right to me when I placed it. There we go. Looking better. Wrong item altogether, Direwolf. Naughty. This is bad. Awful. Terrible. Alright, let's get up into the ceiling and run some redstone wiring. I'm going to need probably a bit more of the stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely running low on redstone wires. So I'm going to have to cook myself up some more red alloy ingots rather soon. But for now, I'll be alright. Let's get up there. Where's my friend Swiftwolf? And I should probably do this with my mining laser, because the mining laser, as you guys know, mines a little bit better when you're flying. There we are. So let me just run some wiring up here and I'll be back. You won't be missing anything too exciting, I promise. Alright, there we go. Cleared out the room. Let's see here. Do I want a light switch? Probably not a bad idea. Should be able to run it just like so. That should work. And I do have some basalt covers here, so that'll be good too. I just ran this like so. Right up into this room. I just like light switches. I know like 9 times out of 10 I'm going to be leaving it running, so I might as well just use a redstone torch, but I don't know, there's just something cool about having a light switch, don't you think? Well, I think. Just want to make this nice and smooth looking. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now I should be able to just run this like so. Gonna need a little bit more of this red alloy wire stuff. So let's see. I don't think I have anything in, yeah, that's not my bag. I'm gonna have to head back to my base for this one. I'll be right back. And as you guys can see, I decided to cook up almost a full stack of this red alloy ingot stuff. I'm going to need it anyway going forward, so it's about time I made a serious amount of it. I'm just going to throw it into my crafting table real quick while I'm here. Get myself some more of this red alloy wiring, and now let's head back to my base. I should do something about how I have to run around that lake, but who knows. There we go. Back up into the ceiling. And now this light switch should, if everything's properly worked and set up properly. Do I have any sticks in here? I do. Ta-da, lights. Nice. And because it's kind of a short ceilinged room, I think it looks pretty good. Plenty of light in here. Just going to seal up this wall, and we're in good shape. Now I think there's a couple things I want to do for the most part with regards to how I want the system to work in here. That'll basically be my, combination lock, if you will, for activating this thing. And one of them is going to be something I did in my server play series, and then there might be a couple others. So we'll give it a shot. Alright guys, so like I said, there's going to be a couple things you're going to need to do to get this, lava curtain to be peeled back. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is require a key item. So let's open up this wall a little bit and start cleaning out the room behind here. And I'm going to lay down the beginnings of this. Now, in this episode, I'm probably not going to be able to complete the entire system exactly the way I want it to, but we'll figure it out. So let's just clear out a little bit of room here. There we go. And this chest you'll have to place an item into and press a button and cause the chest to pull the item out and, pretty much detect whether it's the right item or not. So I've got an item detector and a transposer. Let's place down our transposer first. That's the right way. And the transposer, as you know, will just pull whatever item is in the chest out and pump it into a tube network. And the tube I'll connect an item detector to, like so. And then it'll detect whether an item's going through. And there's this little setting here, which I kind of forget what that does. Let me look into that real quick. But you can place an item inside the detector, and that's what will cause the detector to emit. Alright, now I remember what this does. First mode emits a redstone signal for each item passing through. So if you put a stack of 64 in, it'll emit 64 redstone signals. This mode is 1 pulse per stack, so if you put a stack of 64 in, it'll emit 1 redstone signal. And this will only emit a redstone signal if it's jammed. So that's called stuffed mode. So I'm going to go with the first one here, and I'm going to tell it redstone is the item that you should emit a signal on. And then I'll just let it spit out the back here. So let's see. So let's give this guy a try. What do you say? I'm going to just place a piece of sand in there at the moment, which is not the item in my item detector, of course. And I'll use a lever for the simulation of a button. Well, what the heck, let's just wire the button. Let's not be lazy about it. Let's see here. I'll probably put the button right here. Good a place as any. And dig into the floor real quick. And we basically want to have redstone like that. And hopefully that will cause the pulse. Okay, cool. So let's run some redstone along here so we can see if it's working. Right, so I'm going to place my sand in again and press the button. Nothing. Put some redstone in and press the button. Boom. So now I've got a way to detect what item is in the chest. And this can act as a key system. I can basically say, hey, did you put the right item in there? If you placed a piece of redstone in, then emit a redstone signal. And if you placed a piece of something else in there, then, don't emit a redstone signal. So this works kind of like a lock and key. And you could really have any item you want. Now you might make the argument, like, if you were really trying to be careful about this, and let's say you were playing on a server, right, and you really wanted this to work properly. Anybody could just dig through the wall here and find out what's in the item detector to find out what it is. Well, if you're on a server and you want to be really tricky about it, why don't you use Buildcraft to transmit the item over teleport pipes, and just have the item pulled out of the chest and into another chest, who knows where. It could be 20 blocks below you, or it could be halfway across the map, wherever. And it'll land in that teleport pipe, and just, then come back using wireless redstone to emit the pulse. So, but for now, I think this is a neat way to do it. So that's step 1 of emitting this. And I'm going to actually build another little system here real quick at some point to return the item to you, or maybe just store it somewhere. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with the item after it travels through. It's meant to be kind of a key, and I'm thinking I might want to have it retain the item if it's the wrong one, but send it back if it's the correct one. So it'll kind of loop around if proper item, That's, we'll see though, I'm not sure. So just sealed up the wall there, and now I'm going to create a nice little sign to indicate what people should do. I'm going to place it right here, insert, key, press, button. There you go. I like it. I might even want to set up a nice little system of lights, maybe like a green and red light to say whether you put the right item in or not. But we'll see. I might get to that a little bit later in a future episode. For now, I think this feels like a pretty good wrapping up point. So when I get back in episode 47 here, I'm going to finish off this, little control room here. And then to wrap up the series, I haven't quite figured out what I want to do for the last couple episodes. I might go to the end. I might do something else. I haven't really figured out exactly how I'm going to wrap up the series. But for now, wrapping up episode 46. So this is Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy.